Hi Nitin, thank you so much for sharing your insights about our MHFA training today. I just want to know a brief about you. What is it that you do, and what motivated you to enroll into the MHFA training?
Sure, Sia. Um, my name is Nitin. I'm actually from Mysore, and I've been living in Bangalore for the past 10 years. Been working here in the banking services industry all my life. And it's been a great experience from a personal, professional aspect as well, living in the city and meeting a lot of people. Considering it's a cosmopolitan city, you meet people from diverse backgrounds and everything like that. Um, Coming to the MHFA workshop, which I attended, uh, couple of motivations which might have pushed me towards this is my own personal experiences and my experiences from my family background as well. Challenges that we have faced as an individual or as a group, and how best we can try and overcome this, right? So whenever I attended the MHFA workshop, prior to that as well, I was always interested in knowing about overall well-being of an individual, right? How exactly that one person can uh, try and bring out the best in themselves, and also at the same time take care of their overall well-being. And the MHFA workshop which I attended last month, I think it was really something which I think it was built over a period of time where I wanted to learn more about well-being in a mental aspect as well, not just physical aspect. And also the challenges which I faced at a personal level kind of pushed me towards learning more about it. And yeah, so those couple of days was really enlightening for me, because of course you have seen certain cases in real life, but you don't really understand what exactly might have caused it, or what exactly might be the trigger point or something for like that to happen, right? So that kind of helped me to understand, and also now I can tell you for sure that I'm in a much better place to understand and address certain issues which might come across my day-to-day life. Yeah.
That's great to hear. And
Is there anything in particular that stayed with you from the training?
Yeah, so one of the main concepts was ALGEE, which Erinda spoke about, right? Approaching, listening, give information and support, and how exactly encourage the person, right? So these are steps which actually stuck out to me, especially when I come across certain individual who might need certain help. Uh, these kind of keywords kind of help me to understand how exactly I can, you know, begin the conversation, because the main challenge starts with beginning the conversation. It's not about how you face it after you get say diagnosed or anything like that. It's more about how you encourage the person to open up and speak to you about it. And that kind of that logic, that keyword or that abbreviation, whatever you want to call it, it kind of helped me to at least keep it in mind, like, okay, these are the steps I need to follow to speak up and at least open that conversation up. One more thing which I have a very vivid memory of is the role plays we had, wherein one of us was like a counselor and the other one was like the person who needs the help. And I got the chance to be the counselor, and I had a colleague who was role playing as a person who was going through an issue. And that experience kind of put me in the shoes of a doctor or a counselor and saying, okay, how exactly do they look at, say, a potential individual who needs help or a patient, and how exactly they're going to approach the situation and draw out the steps on how to sort it out, right? So that experience also gave me a picture of what does the person who's actually listening to the concerned individual, what do they go through when they're listening to the conversation. So these couple of instances give me a lot of picture about how MHFA, the workshop, the content is outlined and designed to help us out and bring out the best in us. Yeah.
sure, sure. Thank you. And have you started implementing the skills that you learned? Um, If you have, do you have any experiences or stories of how the MHFA training has been helpful to you and others?
Not at a professional level, because I've not got any, I would say, cases from the workplace as such. But at a personal level, I definitely got the chance to help out a friend of mine who has been a close friend of mine for the past, I think, a decade or something. And they had certain challenges which they were hesitant to talk about. And considering the proximity and the friendship that we have, they felt comfortable to come up and open up to me. And I actually implemented this ALGEE approach. And I told them that, of course, I started with the most basic question about, are you doing all right? You know, and trying to be as specific as possible, trying to ask them pinpointed question rather than giving open-ended questions, and trying to get the output from them. So when I got the chance, I asked her, I told her that, okay, I think you need some professional help. But before that, I also asked them, like, um, in order to guide them properly, right? What exactly are the symptoms? What exactly are you going through? Asking those questions are very important so that you actually can guide them in the correct path rather than just guiding them for the sake of it. Those kind of questions are very important. And thankfully, I'm happy to say that the person got the professional help. They actually started making some progress, and they also got a chance to thank me for the guidance I provided to them. And that's a very fulfilling thing, if you ask me, as an individual. Yeah.
It is. It really is. Yeah. And finally, would you recommend this course to others? And if yes, why?
I would definitely recommend the MHFA training course for everybody involved, mainly because um, it's not just about building a specific skill set or anything like that. I also experienced from my own time in these couple of days which I spent with the team and Erinda as well, that it also gives you a better perspective about your own. Like, if you yourself are going through certain something like that, it gives you a better picture of how exactly I can address it. Rather than, of course, you can always go and ask for help or professional help whenever you need it, but nothing like you recognizing those symptoms or those issues yourself and working out a way to sort it out yourself. I would always encourage people to get professional help if they require it, but nothing like helping yourself first and then going to the next step. Yeah.
Very true. Yeah. And do you have any other thoughts to express about the MHFA training?
Um, I'm really thankful to our facilitator Erinda Shaw as well, mainly because the approach and the way she took those 2 days of workshop with us, it kind of gave me a very practical approach of what might one expect when such a conversation happens or such a situation happens. And I would recommend this course for everybody involved, not just whether if you're a people manager or whether you are somebody who's responsible for a group of individuals. It also helps you at a personal level as well. How you can address certain challenges which might come on a day-to-day basis or on a daily life, whether it's your family or friends. um, it's really encouraging, and it's also something which will build your skill set and contribute to your overall well-being as an individual.
That's very well put. Thank you so much, Nitin. That's all the questions I had for today. And thank you for being so forthcoming and sharing your experiences. It'll really, really help us.
Always my pleasure. Thank you so much, sir. Yeah.
Thank you.